Hello, I'm Liz. Welcome to Country Stitchers.
Hello, I'm Deb.
We're doing a short for you today. If you want to have some fun, just sit back and watch. Put your stitching aside for a few minutes. We're just going to share some things we've pulled out of our patterns and stash with you.
Get your notepad and pen.
That's right. And there will not be links to every one of these in the description box because this is fun for us too, and we're not going to put the work in on it. So make sure you write it down. Or hit the pause button.
Oh, yeah.
That works too.
Should we take turns?
Sure.
Okay. Liz and I picked out some patterns that kind of were speaking to us at the moment. So my first one I want to show.
Some of us had louder voices than others.
The first one is a Plum Street sampler. It's called Friends of the Heart. This is my working copy, and I'm sure you've seen this before. A lot of people have stitched it on floss tube, and it is a beautiful pattern.
Have I seen it before?
Oh, yes. Yeah, you have. And Tina wants to start this too. So this is beautiful. It's very fall-like though to me. So
I never saw that.
Yes, you have.
No.
Yes.
I swear you have on it. Oh, how cute.
Yeah, and I love the deer in the middle. Yeah.
I do too.
But that's really pretty. I like that one a lot.
I'm glad you pulled it out because I don't recall that one.
I bet you any amount of money you're going to go home
heart,
and you will have it. You have this.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that cute?
I wonder what the significance of the spelling is.
I don't know. Maybe I should read about that while you show yours.
Okay.
We are going to work in this video, obviously.
I pulled out, actually, like I said, some had bigger voices than others. This is some of my Erica Michaels favorites. This is Lions, Tigers, and Trims, Oh My. And oh my, I have everything. It's a kit. This was done at Nashville as a retail exclusive for people who were at Nashville and took a class. And then Deb went on Gary's Fiber Talk as a guest. Gary, I haven't heard from you. But when she did, I was watching, and Fibers on a Whim, they were the ones that did the sponsorship, and you got some fabric, and they also were participating in this, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and that's who I ordered it from after I saw their fabric. So, and yes, I have fallen in love with it too. So this is fun, and it has everything right from all the threads and fabric, which this fabric is gorgeous, and it's by Seraphim Linen, and it's blues. The whole thing is done in the same shades. Look at this piece of fabric.
Did it already come?
All serged, yeah.
Wow.
The whole kit was put together.
Oh, look, there's some Ivan hairs on there.
No. I think I might have looked at this at least once before. And the color is Glacial Melt and then DMC 3766. So it's really pretty.
Yeah, very cute.
It's a project roll of sorts, and then everything from Lady Dot.
That's a nice trim package.
All
wow,
the trim
that is so
there.
Pretty. Very cool.
So this is going to be fun, and what's even more fun is that everything start to finish is here. So that's what attracted me to that. But yesterday, when I was helping at the shop, I was working on setting up a finishing sort of area in the back with those trims and things like that, and then a retail area that had Erica Michaels in it. And so to actually cap off my time of looking at hers, she has a Quaker strawberry I would love to stitch. I have not seen the actual pattern yet, but we have a model of it at the shop, and it's just gorgeous. And then I picked up the spring berries.
Very cute.
I think I got that last year.
I love how she does the tops. Yeah.
Yes.
That's adorable. I remember that, yeah.
Yep.
Very cute. Can I show them that picture?
Sure. The flip side.
Yeah. So cute.
And then this is Tiptoe Through the Tulips, also last year. And I'll flip it around too, because then you can see how she put a tulip on the top of the tulip. And this one is a favorite, and we do have this one finished as a model, my Needleberry. I'm going to try to do this over one and make it a little bit smaller than the one at the shop. It's a pretty big one.
That one then?
Yeah,
That's
it's a
cool.
pretty big one at the shop. And then I love Christmas berry.
Yes, I love this one.
So those are the ones
Christmas
that I
mousse.
have pulled out from Erica
Christmas
Michaels.
berry.
Yeah,
Cool.
Christmas berry.
So anyway, that had to do with Psalm 42. As the heart panteth after the water brooks, and so on and so on. That's why.
That's why.
All right, so I went antiquing the other week, and I found a really cool thing to use as a finish, but I don't want to show you yet. However,
She won't show me either, so.
I have two patterns that I have to decide. I have to figure out the count and everything, which one's going to look better in this finishing piece. But this one's called Wildflowers, and it's by La Di Da, and it's so pretty. Liz and I fell in love with this. Where did we first see this? We went to...
It was in Harrisburg.
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
We were at the Prim Stitcher Society retreat, and we went into their shop that day.
Yeah.
And it was in June. It was just fantastic.
It is so pretty.
And she had several other models done by La Di Da. The bunny was there. Remember that one?
Well,
I love that bunny. And I actually, the funny part is I had this out last night in
Did
my
ya?
pile. Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
I love it. And the colors, it's beautiful. So it's between this one and this one for the finishing piece. And this is called Blackberry House, and it is a Plum Street sampler. This is my working copy. So I'm not sure if it's going to be this one or this one, but...
Do you know what? When I first saw this pattern, you and I were at Strawberry Sampler. No, we were at Salty Yarns when we found this. And when I saw it, what got my attention was the cabinet they put it in. That was fantastic. That cabinet's gorgeous.
Yeah, yeah.
And the color palette, of course.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
So one of those.
I have one here. It's a small heartstrings sampler. I actually have two smalls by them, by her. How you doing, Beth? I haven't actually gotten a chance to exchange any kind of email with her in a while. This is Farm and Folk penny cushions. Now, I've heard of penny rugs, which we talked about not long ago with applique, but I hadn't heard of penny cushions. And they'll go just great in my little dough bowl. So they're going to be fun. And then these are a set kind of timely with Valentine's, festive little Valentine fobs, the Valentine edition. She does such a nice job with her smalls.
She does.
So I pulled those.
Cool. And then I love this one. It's the Quilts and Quakers La Di Da. I want to put these in a cabinet that's in my bedroom. I just think they're so pretty.
They are.
And they'll be a quick stitch.
Now, well, this is a dumb question. Will you change the colors?
I don't know what they've used. I'm just going to use the colors that go in my bedroom. So I've already pulled them in the back. So I can...
Yeah, share.
Okay.
Don't keep it to yourself. Share.
I don't know if I'm going to stick with this fabric, but I will stick with a more of a neutral fabric, do a few different kinds.
Oh, I like the colors.
So I have Dolphin by Weeks Dye Works, Arrowhead, Oak by Weeks Dye Works, and shocker, Ritz. My favorite white. So these are the colors that I have chosen. But they would be such cute little pillows stitched up. I like that one.
Well, since you're showing little pillows, these are actually a series, and it's by Ink Circles, and they came out, I think it was 2 years ago? No, early last year, 2021. I think I started ordering these with the Nashville market when Pat went.
Okay.
So, this is January with the snowflakes and the bunnies. Now, the color palettes for all of these are Gloriana threads.
Really?
Yeah, I'm probably going to pull my own threads for them just from my cotton floss because I do not have a stash that big of Gloriana.
Yeah.
That's February with all the hearts. And this is March. I love the fact that they use, are those nasturtiums? Is that what that flower is? Or some kind of chrysanthemum maybe?
I don't know.
Anyway, I love the fact that they're using those as umbrellas.
Yeah, that is cute. Yeah.
It's adorable. Of course, the tulips at the bottom. Now, here's an opportunity. I did not pay close attention to what I had collected so far. So we have this pattern for April available as a giveaway. So if you would like your own copy of the April Ink Circles bunnies, why don't you leave a comment and say rabbit, and you will be eligible for a copy of that pattern.
That's one of my favorite ones.
May?
No, this one.
Oh, the April. Yeah, that is really pretty. I like that one too. And those colors, they're just so vivid. And also the trim she does, the finishing, she does them all just a little bit different. This is May. I like the setup on this. I like the design. And then the last one I have is June. And I need to look at the rest of the series. I have not done that.
Oh, so you don't have, does she have it all the way to December?
That's what I'm not sure. I haven't seen them at the shop, so I'm thinking maybe she took a hiatus and maybe that we have them till June. It's S44A through F so far. Okay. So we'll see if there's a GHIJK.
The next one I pulled is called Chicken Feed Sack. We have shown this one. I think this is so pretty for the summertime. Carriage House Samplings. Wouldn't this be cool on your front door instead of a wreath and just put some, you know, some greenery and things in it? I just think that is so cute.
Yes.
All the feed sacks are awesome. Okay.
That is a cool one. Reminds me of your Eshelman.
We actually, yeah, Eshelman feed sack.
Eshelman feed sack, yeah.
We pulled, look at that. Oh my gosh.
Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. This is Baltimore in the Spring by Brenda Gervais.
Liz got me this as a gift, and it is so cute. It's so pretty, and the colors are adorable.
And I don't know why it's sitting there, and I haven't even started it because
it's so cute.
Yeah, and the colors, there's only a handful.
It's so pretty.
I'm not sure if I have chrysanthemum. I may have to check. The rest of them, I'm pretty sure I have them all.
Very, very cute.
Yeah, that's the only one I'm not sure I have.
That one.
So that'll be fun. And keeping with the needle and thread is one of the Easter egg patterns. Yeah. Samplings number 2. I really like this, and I should show you the fabric. Brenda includes a small piece of the, she called it sampler fabric, and this will be the backing for it. And then I pulled this piece out of my stash, I think, to do the, don't think they both came. Yeah, they did. Okay, so both of these came. I have a pattern of hers, though, that I had to pull a piece of natural for. I don't know which it was. So both of these are in there when I got it. So very cool. The sampler fabric and the natural. So that'll be fun. It does look a lot lighter, though, than
the picture does. Yeah, it does. Liz mentioned earlier when I was showing the la-di-da pattern about the bunny. I didn't want to say it, but I chose that one also. So this is B is for bunny, and we saw this one finished when we were in Harrisburg also, and it's adorable.
Okay, put me on your list. I want to borrow that when you're done.
Okay. Yeah, this is so cute. I love that he has like that bag around his belly of the eggs. It's so different. Very cute.
Okay, so since we're on a bunny talk here, I have a Plum Street Samplers pattern. This goes to, let's see, when did this one come out? 2017. It's called Hare's Hunt, and she had some freebies Paulette Stewart did on her channel, on her website, that had this little bunny family, and I have a few of those that I printed out, and this is the family of bunnies going on an Easter egg hunt, and it's called the Hare's Hunt. And then
cute.
I have one, I'll get to that one.
Oh, that looks familiar.
It does, doesn't it? Because remember, you got me one. And what she forgot was when we were at Salty Yarns, I had run across it and I showed it to her, but she forgot. So I ended up with 2 patterns from Cedar Hill called Wildflowers. And this is a pattern that Deb did that's in her home that her aunt had the pattern for. And then somehow the pattern got away from Deb's stash and she couldn't recall where it was. Then when she found it, she was over the moon about it and she got me one. But she forgot I found it at Salty Yarns. So if you would like to stitch this, I will be happy to pass one of these along.
This is a very special pattern to me because this is the one I stitched while my dad was sick in the hospital.
Yes.
So I love that pattern.
I do too. I can't wait to stitch it. And it's all DMC if I recall. It's pretty straightforward. So let's put in the word Wildflowers. This next one is a Chessy Me pattern, and I have 2 housewives from Chessy Me. One of them is a bit more of a country look. It has a bee and some more of Quaker motifs as well. But the color palette on this is what grabbed my attention, and I'm still not sure if I'm going to use the same exact colors, but it's entitled Quaker Housewife. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, that is really pretty.
And I'll show you the back.
Yeah,
because they used Weeks felt on the back. And cool. It's just beautiful with that.
Yeah, those colors are pretty.
Yeah, I like it.
I do too.
Now,
that's cute.
This I got when you and I were, gosh, I think I saw it when you and I were at our first retreat at the Jubilee. However, I didn't get it then. So then I had to go on a mission to try to find it. Wow. I never opened it. I never opened it. Oh my gosh, had I opened it, it would have been much more exciting. Look at that. Oh my gosh, what did I can't even remember what I paid for it. 2007. Cool. So this was at the shop, at one of the vendor shops, and I just really loved the look of this ornament.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I loved the design. It was so old-fashioned, but I never opened up. Well, I must have. Okay, so this came with it. That's right, because I pulled the threads, but this ribbon must have come with it. Cute. It says Noel on it. And then I carded all the DMC, but I forgot I got that far. I punched these. These are those cards you get in the mail at Christmas time where they want you to buy your Christmas cards from a company. So they're all marked up on the back with what you need to do to invest. So I keep them and I punch them for thread cards. And there's a series of patterns that Deb's looking at on the back.
Beautiful.
And they're gorgeous. So I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that, but Joy Noel is the name of the ornament, which I found to be entertaining because Joy Noel is that pattern by Blackbird Designs that went into so many different stitch-alongs when it came out. And I have it here. And Deb finished hers.
It's so pretty. Very, very cool. Nice.
Thank you. And this
beautiful
got my attention along with.
I'll put that back in there.
Thank you. Along with this series here. Now, this pattern, you'll see, I did get this when I was at that jamboree, but again, very different than what you see in your magazines and your everyday patterns. And it's Bleu de Chine. I do not know how to pronounce that in French, but that's the heart. I think what attracted me to these two is the fact that the edges are open. I like the borderless design on these two pieces. And what was funny was after I picked this up, Just Cross Stitch magazine came out in, which issue was this? 2010, which was the same year that we went and I found this. And they featured the company and showed their different pieces. And it doesn't seem to matter what season, but they're just gorgeous.
Wow.
And then this one on the back.
That's pretty.
Is a different designer.
That'd be neat to do for Valentine's Day, actually. That's really pretty.
Isn't that lovely? Now, these magazines go back. This issue is just cross-stitch, and it is January, February 2010. And at the same time, Deb and I had started receiving overseas magazines from England, and they're featured again.
That's cool.
In the palette and colors of Europe at the time. This is
2009. Wow.
And this is seasonal.
Oh, look at that.
This is the second season. Spring. And then I think that's fall. And then...
Oh, I thought the one you just showed was December.
Is that one the first one?
No, that would be summer.
It's a good thing I don't have to be...
That would be
autumn. Okay, so... Yeah, that's this one. Okay, so that's what I said. Yeah, I knew I was at fall. That one's fall. But I would have miscommunicated the season on the other one. Aren't they different?
Yeah.
Okay, this one was second seasonal.
That's
spring.
Summer.
Nope, it says spring.
Oh,
spring cushion.
I was reading this. Ideal for a summer project.
Yeah. Well then, okay. Well, why would they put that down? Okay, I'm going to show you the bottom of this. I can't show you the pattern, but let's do it this way. So you can see spring, autumn, winter right here.
Yeah, they're really cute.
And these are from Cross Stitcher magazine from England. And these are taken from the various issues that I had starting in June of 2009. Nope. Yes, June of 2009. So that was fun. And this one came out, which one is this? February 2009. So
that looks very springy to me.
Maybe that's the spring one.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yep, you got it. That's spring.
Cute.
So would you please staple these in color order? Because I obviously did not. And then at the same time...
Well, you showed those.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
These are all how many months apart? This was 2010. So
is that from the same magazine?
No, this is just Cross Stitch American. They feature
and that was overseas.
This one came out overseas.
Okay.
And then I had bought that other one at the retreat. So there was this...
My gosh.
I was in my glory when all of a sudden these unsighted or non-bordered hearts start falling out of every magazine I open.
Cool.
And it all started right there. So that was fun.
That's neat. Oh, I only have one left.
All right.
So I picked up the Red Cottage. I don't know when I got this. A little while ago. I just think that is the sweetest little house with the roses there. So I think that's really neat. And I have threads and everything. See, it's like ready to go. So, got it all ready. That's really cute.
And what's that called? Oh, yes. I remember when you got that.
Yep. Very cute.
So, I have a couple more Brenda Gervais patterns. And not that...
Oh, that's cute.
This is on 2 different models at the shop. The sewing box is done as a sewing box at the shop. And that's this one here. And it's called Strawberry Hill. I had looked at this for probably a year and a half. And then Steve, one of our customers who is now working at the shop as well, came in to pick it up. And I saw it. And I said, you know what? I've been waiting to get that. So I grabbed one. And it's also been done as a pillow, and it's very pretty also as a pillow. Yeah. So that's going to be fun to do.
I like that one. Can I see
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
And then the other one, this is one that I've talked about regularly.
Oh, this has some pulled...
About the color pattern. Nope, it's just
straight
up.
Well, these are...
It does look like Oh, they might be eyelets, I think.
These are eyelets, yeah.
I think.
Oh, look at that.
I'm not sure if our model isn't done all cross stitch. I'd have to look, but I don't remember seeing the eyelets. I refer to the Redbird sampler. We have it finished and framed now.
I love that one.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah.
And to me, this was similar to the one we showed in our last video that had the deer at the bottom. The color palette is very similar.
I think I have to stitch that one. That's really
Two
pretty.
completely different layouts, and of course the motifs are different. But
this one reminds me of the red chair sampler.
Yes.
Maybe just like size-wise or something, but that's what it reminds me of.
Yes. And also, you know, the one that I just had from the shop that has the deer on it, that you like the deer, the colors are very similar.
That's really pretty.
Obviously, no alphabet on that one, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So then I had Spot in the last video we did, and this is Fiona and Edward by Kathy Barrick. So Edward is the Hossy. And another one by Carriage House Samplings, which is Kathy Barrick's sister, has Carriage House Samplings. And it's called Comfort Lighthouse. I fell in love with the palette. I love blue, and those colors are just gorgeous to me. I suppose if you like chartreuse, they wouldn't attract you, but I like them. And then this was another one. This is a much older pattern by Kathy, and it's called Christmas Fruit Ornament, and this one came out in 2000.
Cute.
Yeah, real simple, but our guild has that as our logo, and that's what attracted me to it.
Yeah.
And then this one is very unique. It's a sampler that came out of a magazine. It was Sampler and Antique Needlework Quarterly. And it's a nursery rhyme sampler. It's Pussycat, Pussycat, where have you been? I've been to London to look at the Queen. Pussycat, Pussycat, what did you there? I frightened a little mouse under the chair. And I like London. I like England.
Cute.
I would like to go someday. It's sort of a dream of mine to visit. And that is just a really unique sampler. So when I pared down my magazines, I had to keep that one.
Yeah, that's adorable.
And last but not least, when I was in college, I started looking at artwork. Most of it sort of whimsical graphic arts and Disney. They called them Disney cells. You could buy them. They were individual cells from Disney, literal Disney storyboards, and they were collectibles, and they were in galleries. This particular artist is Moskowitz, Stuart Moskowitz, and I had collected maybe half a dozen of his small cells that were prints, not originals, and I had them in my college dorm room. And then Stony Creek put out these two patterns. One's called Fish City, and the other one is Noah's Submarine. Both of them designed by Stuart Moskowitz. So these had to be in my collection as well. Obviously, full coverage. I have not bought all the DMC and threads to do this. And then this one, also, my next door neighbor had Noah's Ark as her nursery theme.
So did I.
And she actually finished this.
Did she?
Yes, for her nursery.
Cool.
It was incredible because she came over. In fact, I had 2 copies of this. I gave her the one because it's sometimes difficult to find. This came out in 1997. So it's been out for a while. And
that's cool. Is that Sue?
No, it was, what was her first name? We lived in a semi-detached home.
Oh,
she lived in the other half.
Gotcha.
And when we moved to Illinois, we kind of lost touch. So we met up with him. Her husband is a vet. And, of course, we came back with Adam, and we went back to see him at the veterinary clinic. So we kept track. But she had since then had their baby they adopted and was home. So I didn't bump into her again. But anyway, she was stitching, and
that would be really cute for a kid's nursery.
Isn't it? And the funny thing was, she was just starting stitching. She didn't even have like a stash of DMC.
Wow.
So I gave her that, you remember the things that were in the back of the magazines where you could buy all of the 320 some colors, but you had to wrap them all yourself and they came taped to a board? Well, I had done that, and I gave her that collection of them because by then AC Moore was selling them 10 cents a skein, and I had filled my floss bags with the skeins. But yeah, she managed to get that done. Cool. Pretty amazing. And last but not least,
love this.
You want to show it?
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
I don't mind.
Wait, did she say you want to keep it? Yes. You heard her.
So this is by Mojo Stitches. It's from Australia. And
Love it.
And I'm pretty sure Eileen Campbell is the lady who came into the shop with some of these and showed them to Pat. I hope I have that right. But they're gorgeous colors. And I did buy the thread collection. Deb and I were comparing notes. If you saw our Floss Friends video, we were talking about this. They're virtually double the size of our Classic Colorworks Weeks Die Works skeins. So there's 10 yards on each of those. And they're just about double the price, too. So it's not exorbitant.
No, they're beautiful.
But the colors are very rich.
Oh, gosh, gorgeous. They know how to do it down under. I'll tell you what, that is gorgeous.
I have yet to pick the fabric, though.
So different. Wow, it's called Fallen Leaves, Mojo Stitches. Very cool. That's awesome. That was fun.
Yes, I was just going to say the same thing. We hope you enjoyed seeing some stuff from our stash.
Yes.
And we'll do this again before too long.
All right.
Thanks for joining us. And as always,
share the joy of needlework. See ya.
Bye-bye.